How do you start to train calisthenics? If you want to go straight to the workout, then use the timestamps below. Otherwise, I will start with a short explanation of what calisthenics actually is. So, calisthenics is a form of strength training in which you use your own body weight as a form of resistance. You move your body through space. With weight training, on the other hand, you use weights as a form of resistance and you move the weights through space. In weight training, it's very easy to start because you can just use a very light weight and then move your way up to a heavier and heavier weight. But how do you do it in calisthenics? I will show you 6 exercises that are perfect for beginners. They will build your foundation and the perfect strength to move on in calisthenics and get stronger. Let's get started with the first exercise. So first of all, get on the ground. Keep your arms straight all the time. Then spread your fingers and rotate your wrists to the side. Also try to keep a straight line with your body, so keep your core tight all the time. Push your shoulders down and your arms into the ground, so your scapula is activated. Hold this position for 20 seconds and 3 rounds. If this is too easy for you, you can also do the plank on your elbows. This will be a little bit harder. The next exercise is the push-up. And the push-up is basically a combination of the static plank and the motion of your push-up. In calisthenics, every skill builds on top of another skill. So always master one first before moving to the next one. Try to do 5 reps of push-ups for 4 sets. Next up, we have the reverse plank. So it's the same exercise, but this time your belly is facing up. Try to open up your chest and hold this position again for 20 seconds and 3 rounds. The reverse plank is the foundation for this exercise. It's called the Australian pull-up. So basically here we are again in the same position as in the reverse plank, but we support our body now with our hands, grabbing the bar or the rings in this case. So try to find a low bar or use rings. Alternatively, you can also use a table for Australian pull-ups if you're doing the workout at home. The higher the bar or the rings, the easier this exercise gets. Try to aim for 5 reps and 3 sets. Rumors say that some people also train legs. So for you guys, here is the Asian squat. So for the Asian squat, you want to stand about shoulder width apart and then turn your ankles to the side and sit down. So you support your entire body weight in this Asian squat position. Aim for 10 seconds and 3 rounds. If this is too hard for you, you can also use a book or in this case a yoga block to make this exercise easier. So just sit down on the yoga block and this will be much easier on your ankles and knees. Standing up from the Asian squat is basically the regular squat. So again, try to stand about shoulder width apart and go down into the Asian squat and then stand up again. Make sure that your toes are pointing to the side, and while going down, keep your knees in the same line as your toes are pointing. Also, don't bend forward. Make sure your torso is in the same position for the entire movement. Make sure your knees are not pointing inwards. If you do the squat incorrectly, your knees will be in an unstable position and will cause pain and suffering later on. So really make sure you understand this movement and you perform it correctly. 5 reps and 4 sets for this one. This is your first step on the way of calisthenics. Make sure you go all the way through and stay on the way of calisthenics.